I'm delighted to have had this request for a poem by Robert Graves from a friend of a friend, Tim. So delighted, in fact, that I'm doing two. I've long admired Graves. Against expectations, he several times survived illness and injury, including measles and subsequent double pneumonia in childhood, shrapnel wounds in his lungs on the Somme, followed by a dose of the deadly 1918 flu, and shell shock, and memory loss in his latter years. Apart from his poetry, Graves was an historian, classical scholar and novelist, amongst his writing being I, Claudius, which became a seminal TV drama in the 1970s, putting people like Brian Blessed, Sian Phillips, Derek Jacobi and John Hurt firmly on their distinguished careers. It's hard to read Graves's description of legs possessed of a willful autonomy without thinking of Spike Milligan. But this is not surrealism and is very far from humorous. The legs he sees are en route. His was a time of tidal movements of people, marshalling of soldiers and slow, endless streams of the dispossessed. A time when it could be fatal to go against the ideological tide, as did his friend Sassoon. A time when a deadly virus marched alongside the legs. The second poem, Time, perhaps shows the classicist peeping through. Time makes the marble pebble for the child and the carved Carrara for the adult. The legs. There was this road, and it led uphill, and it led downhill, and round and in and out. And the traffic was legs, legs from the knees down, coming and going, never pausing. And the gutters gurgled with the rain's overflow, and the sticks on the pavement blindly tapped and tapped. What drew the legs along was the never-stopping and the senseless, frightening fate of being legs. Legs for the road for legs, resolutely nowhere in both directions. My legs, at least, were not in that route. On grass by the roadside, entire I stood, watching the unstoppable legs go by, with never a stumble between step and step. Though my smile was broad, the legs could not see. Though my laugh was loud, the legs could not hear. My head dizzied then. I wondered suddenly, might I too be a walker from the knees down? Gently I touched my shins. The doubt unchained them. They had run in 20 puddles before I regained them. Time. The vague sea thuds against the marble cliffs, and from their fragments age-long grinds pebbles like flowers. Or the vague weather wanders in the fields, when up spring flowers with coloured buds like marble pebbles. The beauty of the flowers is time, death grieved. The pebble's beauty too is time, life weary. It is all too easy to admire a flower, or a smooth pebble flower like freaked by time and vagueness. Time is time's ease, and the sweet oil that coaxes all obstinate locks and rusty hinges to loving kindness. What monster's proof against that lovesome pair, old age and childhood, seals of time, his sorrowful vagueness? Or will not render him the accustomed thanks, humouring age with filial flowers, childhood with pebbles?